Kamusta? Pwede ko ba humingi ng ilang minuto mo upang makinig at manood dito? Siguradong hindi ito sayang ng oras dahil lahat ng mapapanood mo at mapapakinggan ay makaka-relate ka. Minsan ba, habang nalulungkot ka, napatanong ka lang, bakit ako tinatratong ganito? Ba't ako tinatratong ganyan? Ano bang nagawa akong mali? Well, dito, madidiscuss yun dahil kune-question dito kung anong ugnayan nga ba ng pagkalalaki at pagkababae sa mga naranasan ng tao sa family, workplace, church, media, at school. At kung anong mga dahilan nito kung bakit nangyayari ito. Pagkatapos ng video ito, masasagot ang mga tanong mong bakit na yon at siguradong sasaya ka na.
Ang bawat isa sa atin ay miyembro ng isang pamilya. Ano nga ba ang pamilya? A family is a place of love and solidarity. It is a place where people share, care, and nurture one another. Since family nga is a fundamental group unit of our society, then dapat dito pa lang na ipropromote na natin ang gender equality. Gender equality in family is the key to achieve gender equality across society. So as a parent or mas nakatatanda, we must redouble our efforts to make reality in our home, our family, and around the world. So, nung bata ka pa, narinig mo na ba sa family mo, sa nanay o tatay or other family members na kapag lalaki ka, dapat strong ka, kapag babae ka, dapat sensitive ka? O kaya naman, kapag baby boy ka, ang mga nilalaro mo ay mga bola, laruan na sasakyan, o kaya naman mga baril-barilan. Tapos, sa babae naman, ang mga nilalaro mo dapat ay Barbie dolls, teddy bear, at luto-lutoan. Tapos, sa kasuotan, pag baby boy ka, dapat ang damit mo color blue or green. Kapag babae ka naman ay pink or yellow. So, pinapakita natin sa kanila ay example ng gender binary in which we are treating boys and girls differently. So, as nakatatanda nga, we must take a lot of responsibilities kung paano natin ipapakita yung trato sa babae at sa lalaki. Dapat responsible tayo on how to promote gender equality. So, example in promoting gender equality sa loob ng family is hayaan mo sila. Hayaan mo yung mga kids or other members of your family to choose what they really want. So, hayaan mo silang magkaroon ng own choice of clothing, own choice kung anong TV show na papanoorin nila, and own choice ng mga toys or gamit na gusto nilang gamitin. Next naman, para sa mga bata, lalo na sa mga bata, dapat as a nanay or tatay, pakita natin sa kanila that ang nanay at tatay ay capable na gawin ang kahit anong gawaing bahay. Like, ang nanay, pwede niyang gawin yung mga sirang TV, electric fan, mga sirang faucet, kaya niyang magpaint ng walls, kaya niyang magkumpuni ng mga sirang bagay na kaya lang daw na gawin ng tatay. O kaya naman, pag tatay ka, ipakita mo sa kanila na pwede ka maglaba, magligpit, magluto, o kaya ikaw yung mag-alaga sa kanila. Sa ganong paraan, ipapakita natin yung gender equality sa mga anak natin kasi luma na yung katagan na kapag lalaki ka, ikaw dapat yung nagtatrabaho sa pamilya. Kapag babae ka or nanay ka, ikaw dapat yung natitira sa bahay para gawin yung mga gawaing bagay. So, yun lamang ay some examples on how to promote gender equality sa family natin. So, lagi lang natin tandaan na let's remind the members of our family, especially kids, that they can be anything. Boys can be strong, girls can be strong. Girls can be sensitive and boys can be sensitive. So, sa ganitong paraan, mas may embrace nila na walang gender binary sa umiikot sa paligid nila at sa ganitong paraan, maintindihan nila ang konsepto ng gender equality.
All around the world, women want to work and get paid for it, and the majority of men agree. but there's a gap between women's aspiration and the reality of labor market. Women are less likely to participate in labor market. They face lower chances of finding a job they paid less than men, and they are subject to discrimination in the workplace. Women do as much as twice as housework and care work at home than men, without getting paid for it. When paid work and unpaid works are combined, women work longer days than men. Around women and men agree balancing works and family responsibility is the major problem of women at work. The opportunity must recognizing, rewarding, and redistributing care work and creating more decent care jobs for women and men. There are pathways toward achieving gender equality and decent work, and these are: first, law and mechanism to ensure equal pay for works of equal value, extend social protection coverage, ending harassment and violence in the world of work, and macroeconomic policies that foster job-rich growth and address structural gender inequalities. This transformation is essential if we want to see gender equality, especially in the workplace and market decent for work for women and men. In reality, gender inequality has a long way. It has definitely gotten better because of education and laws put into place in order to continue improvement in gender inequality. Women need to stand up for themselves. They are a huge part of task force and need to stand up for what they are believed in. Women are also deserve to get paid as much as men if they are doing the same task. They are just educated as men are today and should be allowed to prove themselves in any job situation and be given the same opportunities as men to advance their position.
School. School is an institution wherein children are brought together in order to be taught by skills, knowledge, education, and social expectation in order to prepare them for the future. And studies suggest that children are spending more time at school than in their own houses, making it one of the crucial factors to consider in child development, in which UN recognizes a school should be providing safe and inclusive learning environment for them. So what is the case here in the Philippines? So DepEd releases a study that shows 1 out of 4 students here in the Philippines currently experiencing bullying, which might be ranging from physical, sexual, verbal, or any other means. That is why in 2013 they passed a law, or the Republic Act 10627, which is the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013, in order to condone those bullying and to protect the students from being bullied instead. But because of the weak policy enforcement here in the Philippines, we can still see the prevalence of it in all parts of the country. And studies suggested that most of the time, the victims of the bullying were usually women and LGBTQ plus folks exist here in the country. So why is that? The most current recurrent theme in all those events or cases are rooted into the Philippine culture system, which is the adherence to the traditional and stereotypic gender view or their beliefs in gender, which is being taught by being binary, men and women, and only having their respective places in the society, which is luckily for us, several government agencies like CHED are trying to combat that by providing, which is their releasing the memorandum order, which is the CMO number 1 series of 2015, the integration of gender and development to be integrated in the higher education institutes. And the reason why we are pushing the grounds to update the beliefs of the people about the gender, their views in gender, and also to create awareness for women, which is having the awareness, the women awareness months and the gender awareness months and the pride months, and so to cement and to acknowledge the existence of them and in their place to the society as well. So, as an individual, how can we help to combat that, to break that stigma that terrorize or oppress the people here, especially the affected ones? So, if you are a professor, you are highly encouraged to adjust your pedagogy or your way of teaching to make it more sensitive, gender sensitive, and gender neutral. Also, it helps your student to feel welcome and to feel safe and to be felt inclusive. If you are sensitive from them and including them as per making it gender neutral. And as for our fears, there are two things we need to do. The reason number one why is God is being taught in the college courses is to let the people inform. So you need to be informed on what are the trends, what are the changes and policies that we can apply. We need to look for ourselves, that we need to change what beliefs we need to change in order to stop the stigmatizing and the stereotyping of those individuals like women and the LGBTQ plus community. And second, we need to learn to respect the unknown. That is one of the most forgotten rules here in Philippines. We need to learn to respect what we don't know. We don't want to judge, and we should not judge the things that we don't know. Instead, we respect them because we don't know anything about it. So the two things for us peers, we need to be informed about. So listen to your teacher when they're teaching about you, the GAD or the gender and development, and you need to respect. You need to refrain from making judgment from the things you don't know. So that are the ways we can do to help break the stigma that exists in the school settings. So for those to be oppressed, if you are oppressed because of the way you are, I will borrow the Green Brothers quote that I always said, don't forget to be awesome. The FTBA, don't forget to be awesome.
To be human means that you are persuadable in every single moment. It doesn't matter what language you speak. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It's not about someone else, but it's about how your mind actually works. Media, specifically social media nowadays, are very powerful in many ways. We are all vulnerable to social media approval. For example, nag-upload tayo ng pictures natin through FB or IG, iniisip natin, ano kayang iisipin ng ibang tao sa pictures ko na to? Maganda kaya ako dito? Hindi kaya ako mababash sa in-upload ko na to? Yung iba naman, sobrang nagkikrave sa like, as in gagawin lahat, ipapakita yung hindi dapat makita para lang sa mga likes na inaasam nila. Yung iba naman, sobrang nakakonsyos sa mga galaw nila, kasi natatakot sila sa sasabihin ng tao na baka mabash sila. Social media is like a virus na pag in-inject sa utak natin, we keep on searching and knowing the feedbacks of other people. But for everyone's information, social media isn't real. Social media doesn't ever see real life. Yung mga nakikita lang natin sa social media is 99% happy memories. We never really know the behind the scenes and the unfiltered day-to-day of that person who uploaded the photo. Madalas kasi ngayon sinasabi ng social media or yung social media yung nagdidikta sa kasiyahan natin. For example, magagandang bahay, magandang kotse, kailangan may ganito ka, kailangan may ganyan ka para sumaya ka, which is definitely wrong. You'll become happier and better self regardless of your race or gender when you stop putting pressure on yourself to be more like someone else. We are all unique in our own ways, and happiness of people is based on how positively see the world. So stop getting addictive to what social media says and don't compare yourself on what you see online. Instead, focus on your strength and you'll be the best version of yourself. Padayon, kaibigan.
Kapag sinabing simbahan, hindi lamang ito tumutukoy sa isang gusali na may kampana o krus sa tuktok. Ito ay ang mga taong kasapi na naniniwala na si Jesus ang siyang tagapagligtas ng sangkatauhan. Ngayong panahon ng pandemya, nasubok maigi ang ating pananampalataya. Marami nagkasakit, namatay, nawalan ng trabaho, at naapektuhan din ang edukasyon ng mga kabataan. Marahil ay tinanong na natin siya kung bakit nangyayari ang mga kaganapang ito at bakit niya hinahayaan na humantong tayo sa ganito. Dulot ng quarantine nitong mga nakaraang buwan, ang nooy punong simbahan tuwing misa ay tila naging bakante dahil sa patakaran na inilunsad ng ating gobyerno. Samantalang, ang mga sagradong selebrasyon gaya ng kasal at binyag ay nalimitahan. Sa kabila nito, nakakatuwa pa rin isipin na hindi tumigil ang pagdarasal at pagsisilbi ng mga tao sa simbahan. Mapababae o mapalalaki ay may kani-kaniyang gampanin. Karamihan sa mga lalaki ay gumaganap bilang sakristan, lay minister at pari, habang karamihan naman sa mga babae ay gumaganap bilang choir members, commentators, mother butlers, at madre. Subalit sa makabagong panahon, meron akong mga nakikita na sakristan at lay minister na babae at choir members at commentators naman sa mga lalaki. Dito natin makikita na hindi hadlang ang kasarian upang maipakita ang pagsisilbi sa ating simbahan o sa kinabibilangang relihiyon.
Kamusta ang panonood at pakikinig mo? Nasagot ba mga tanong mo? Alam ko napakalaking issue ng inequality. Pamito sa atin, naranasan natin itong lahat. Simula matanda, bata, mahirap, mayaman, politician, or normal na mamayan. Lahat tayo apektado na ito. Pero alam mo kung ano natutunan ko? Natutunan ko maging kontento sa kung anong meron ako at buhay na nakagisnan ko. Natutunan ko rin tumayo sa sarili kong mga paa. Dahil bandang huli, wala rin akong katulong kundi sarili ko. Natutunan ko rin maging mapagpasensya at maunawain, lalo na sa mga bagay na wala namang kwenta at wala namang kaugnayan sa successful ko. At ang inequality ay napaka-common sa family. Halimbawa, babae ka, gusto mo maging sundalo pero pinipili ka mga magulang mo maging nurse. Napakalayo yun, di ba? Sa workplace, ang liit ng sweldo mo dahil hindi ka sikat na empleyado or hindi ka kaibigan ng ibang empleyado. Ganon. Sabay sa school, napakataas na expectation ng mga lalaki sa mga lalaki at sa mga babae wala, halos normal lang dahil bandang huli magiging housewives lang din sila. Sa media, naging pinoportray na ang babae ang katulong, ang lalaki ang boss. At sa church, napaka-common ng lalaki at babae lang ang tanggap. Ang mga gay or lesbian is hindi sila tanggap, ganon. Pero hindi magiging dahilan para mas lalo tayong ma-down. Bagkus ito mga naranasan natin, gawin natin itong inspiration at motivation upang mag-grow pa, mag-glow at mag-bloom tayo at maging successful tayo ayon sa goal natin. Dahil bandang huli, kailangan natin sundin ang puso natin. Hindi natin kailangan ng kasayahan ng iba. Pag naging successful tayo, hindi mahalaga na maging matuwa sila sa atin. Ang pinakamahalaga ay matuwa tayo sa sarili natin dahil nakamit natin yung goal natin sa kabila ng mga naranasan natin. Ayun lang. Salamat.